The Heisenberg Uncertainty Principle is one of the most fascinating and often misunderstood ideas in quantum physics. At its core, it tells us that there are fundamental limits to how precisely we can know certain pairs of properties of a tiny particle at the same time. The most famous example is the relationship between a particle's position and its momentum. That is, how fast it's moving and in what direction. The more precisely you know where a particle is, the less precisely you can know how fast it's moving. And the more precisely you know how fast it's moving, the less precisely you can know where it is. This isn't just a matter of poor instruments. It's a built-in feature of nature itself. This relationship is expressed as an inequality, not an equation, and it puts a hard limit on how much certainty we can have about both properties at once. But position and momentum aren't the only pair of properties linked this way. There's also a similar-looking inequality between a particle's energy and the time over which that energy is measured. And this is where people often get confused. Because the math looks so similar, it's easy to assume the meaning must be the same, that we just can't know the exact energy of a particle at an exact moment in time. But that's not quite right. The energy-time uncertainty principle works a bit differently. You see, in quantum physics, time is not something we treat like a standard observable. It doesn't have a corresponding time operator like position or momentum do. So when we talk about uncertainty in time, we're not talking about the particle's exact location in time. Instead, we're talking about how long a certain process takes, like how long a particle stays in an excited state or how quickly a measurement is made. Think about an electron in an atom that jumps to a higher energy level. It doesn't stay there forever. It drops back down, releasing that energy as a flash of light. If the electron stays in that excited state for only a very short time, then the energy of that state becomes fuzzy or less precisely defined. It's like trying to measure the color of a flash of light that only lasts a split second. The shorter the flash, the harder it is to say exactly what its energy was. So what the energy-time uncertainty principle is really telling us is this. If something happens very quickly, if the time involved is very short, then the energy involved becomes harder to pin down. Likewise, if we try to measure a system's energy in a very short amount of time, that measurement will naturally have more uncertainty. And this is the key difference. In the position-momentum case, both are measurable properties of the system. We're trying to learn about the particle's state at the same moment, where it is and how fast it's going. But in the energy-time case, the time is a property of the particle itself. It's about the duration of an event or a measurement. The uncertainty isn't about energy and a single clock reading. It's about how well-defined energy can be, depending on how long something lasts or how long you observe it. So yes, the two uncertainty principles look almost identical in how they're written, but they speak to very different kinds of limitations. One is about what we can know simultaneously about a particle's motion. The other is about the trade-off between how long something lasts and how clearly its energy can be known. And that subtle difference makes a world of difference in how we understand quantum reality. If you love these types of videos, please subscribe